Well, top of the morning to you. Today is July 22nd, day 127 on the Appalachian Trail, and it is Summit Day. And this is being recorded after the fact. I'm just adding some commentary. So, when we showed up at the Birches campground, um, Boxer Mom was there, so excited to see Dr. Pepper, who had come along with us. She had hiked pretty much the second half of the trail with Dr. Pepper and had gone on ahead because she just wanted to get the hike over with. But I was so happy to see Dr. Pepper so that they'd be summiting together. And while we were there last night, this rescue team showed up. And these are folks that donate their time and their energy to rescue stranded and injured hikers on the trail. And they also brought us fresh fruit. So it's just kind of amazing, these people that just donate their time, donate their money, bring us food, and the fruit was absolutely delicious. Fresh fruit's not something you get on the trail very much. So that was nice. So so it was packed, it was full of people. My shelter had Silver as a gentleman that I had met, I've seen on and off along the way. Um, and, you know, Girl Scout was there, a bunch of people that we had met along the way. So anyway, this morning, got up about 3 o'clock in the morning so that, I got up at 3 because the people in my cabin, my shelter, were getting up at 3 and they wanted to see the sunrise on Katahdin. We weren't heading out that early. We actually waited till it was light. So we head out about 5, maybe 6 in the morning, and it was drizzly and overcast, and it's not a good hike. And we had talked to the ranger last night, and we were talking about whether or not to come down the Hunt Trail, which is the trail that the AT is on. We were going up the AT, right? So we were going up the Hunt Trail, but we heard it was pretty precarious, and we were wondering if it'd be easier to come down the A-Ball. Coming down the A-Ball, the issue is that you end up about 2.5 miles from Katahdin Springs Campground, which is where our ride was going to be to pick us up. So we'd have to either walk the 2.5 miles along the road, or we would have to thumb a ride. But we figured we'll make that determination when we get to the summit. So if anything comes up, I'll let you know. There's K-Dog coming up out of the fog, climbing up Katahdin. So we made it to the summit, and as you can see from the picture there, it was very overcast, very rainy. It was no good sights. You could barely see me on the sign there. I probably got humidity all over the lens, but anyway, we made it. Ta-da! Our quest is over. And so because it was so precarious going up, I mean, there were times where they would set like a metal rod into a rock so you'd have a foot to lift yourself up. And if your foot slipped off that metal rod, you were tumbling to your death. And I'm not kidding. I mean, tumbling to your death. It was probably some of the most hairy climbing on the entire trail. It probably was the most hairy climbing on the trail. So K-Dog and I, after we got to the summit, decided we were going down the A-Ball. So we went down the A-Ball, uneventful, and when we got to the bottom, there was a guy who was he had just finished hiking Katahdin just for the day hike, and he was getting into his work truck, and K-Dog asked him if he'd give us a ride back to the campground, because Katahdin Streams, like I said, was about 2.5 miles from where we got down. And he said, sure. So it was a work truck, so there was K-Dog got actually in the back of the truck, and I sat in the front seat, but I was moving some stuff on the floor. I moved a sweatshirt so I wouldn't put my feet on it, and under the sweatshirt was a revolver and a holster. So I just pushed that aside. It didn't bother me at all, you know. Anyway, the guy was a nice guy. He gave us a ride back to the Katahdin Stream Campground, where we met K-Dog's friends who had driven up to give him a ride back. And so I sat in the back seat with K-Dog and his new girlfriend, and got a ride to the hostel. So anyway, it was a great experience. Absolutely wonderful.